is another gay horror pod with Stuart Ross and Jesse Tevitt. I want to go on a river cruise.
Hi, Jesse. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Stuart. I'm just looking at river cruises.
Yeah, from what we discussed last week, which is not today,
No.
because we would never record 2 episodes in 1 week because I went to Palm Springs last weekend.
Yes. And I didn't.
Yeah, but next time.
Did you miss me?
Yeah, I like you. I know sometimes I'm mean to you.
Contrary to popular belief.
Contrary to the public's perception, right. Contrary to your personal experience with me, I do like you. I just am mean to everyone. Because Listen. I'm broken, maybe. I don't know. No, I grew up in a very, my family is very, very close, as I discuss constantly. But we are,
we get it.
We have a sharp sense of humor. My brother and I made my sister cry about Twilight one Thanksgiving.
Sharp like prickly. Not,
yeah.
Yeah. Wait, you made her cry because of Twilight? What the fuck is wrong with you?
She was explaining the plot of New Moon and
a great movie
with a straight face, and
good for her.
We were not kind.
Okay, so here's what needs to happen.
No, history.
She needs to, no. She needs to come on the podcast, and she and I can roast your ass for roasting her ass. Because that is fucked up. And New Moon is a great movie, and I will die on the hill.
I've never seen New Moon. I have seen
great.
Twilight, and I have seen the last 30 minutes of Breaking Dawn Part 2. And I don't need anything in between.
Listen, anything that happens after the second half of Eclipse, I'm clocked out. But
but then you're clocking back in for that last 30 minutes of Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Yeah, Michael Sheen goes at it.
I do think eventually it is within the confines of this podcast that a Twilight month will happen.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah. We're having friend of the pod, Skylar, on.
Yeah, for each episode.
Each episode.
It's going to be, you guys can record that when I eventually take my month-long honeymoon, and I can just not be here.
Wait, I wonder if, I feel like, there's a world where Catherine Hardwicke comes on.
Yeah. If you're listening, Catherine Hardwicke, I was at the 13 Q&A.
Yes, I was too.
You were too, yeah, famously.
We saw you.
We sat together.
Yeah, we did. Basically.
I love telling people
this was
stories of things that we did together.
Yeah. This is lore for both of us.
Yeah. Shared lore.
Shared lore.
Speaking of lore, Cropsy.
I can't wait to talk about specifically
tonight,
the
Mama?
name Cropsy. Cropsy.
This was we're talking about 1981's The Burning.
Yes.
Which is a great movie, and I love it, and I'm sure you don't have any problems with it, and I'm sure you loved every part of it and aren't going to have any complaints about it because it's a 1981 slasher movie, and you have famously always loved slasher movies.
And I have no notes. And that's that, and that's all I have to say. No, I think this movie's a fun time. I think it is. I think it not perfects, but it really sort of takes what works about the Friday the 13th movies and emphasizes them. It's a fun watch with some awesome kills.
Yes,
and some hot people. Including and not limited to Jason Alexander, who is a fucking stud in this
movie. It is
it's a problem.
I'm horny for Jason Alexander, which I always am. I love a bald man. But this movie, you see his butt. He's got an incredible his big old booty. This movie also, not to launch into fun facts, contains Holly Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in a pretty
small
cameo-esque
she plays
role.
Sophie, according to Wikipedia, not according to the movie, which I don't think ever names her character.
I actually had to look hard to find her. I was like, Holly?
She has one pop-out scene,
yes.
Which I don't even remember, but I remember being like, that's Holly Hunter talking.
Yes.
But she got her SAG card on this movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
that's history.
Celebrate that.
Yeah. Wow.
So this movie also, not a fun fact. Sometimes facts aren't fun. This movie was written by Bob Weinstein and was produced by Harvey Weinstein. And you can feel it in this movie, because this
Yeah.
movie is actually kind of creepy a lot of the time. A lot of the ways the characters interact is creepy.
Well, also,
I love this movie. This movie is like historically very like pretty important to the slasher genre. So I did think about not covering it because of the Weinstein connection, but I finally was just like, I don't know. It came out 40 years ago. Like they're getting a nickel off of this movie at best.
Also, the age of the characters are like questionable at times.
It sometimes feels like everyone's a camp counselor. They keep being like the kids, and I'm like, are there kids here?
I guess I mean there's like one character we see both nude and having sex, and she seems very young. Yeah. And I was like, ooh, what is this? Yeah. So like not to go back to your point of like Harvey Weinstein, the Weinsteins produced this, but it felt like inappropriate.
It feels like a movie Bob Weinstein would write.
This movie felt inappropriate. Let me tell you that.
Yeah. So Tom Savini, now we're going back to the fun facts.
Yes.
Tom Savini famously chose to do this movie over Friday the 13th Part 2.
Really?
Yeah. So he was on Friday the 13th Part 1. He returns for Part 4, which we're covering next week. But he did not do Part 2 because he didn't understand grown-up Jason conceptually.
That's fair.
Yeah. So he was like, I'll just go do Cropsy. Because Cropsy is based off a real urban legend.
Ooh, did not know that. That's another
fun fact. It's like a Long Island urban legend of Cropsy. I don't know a lot about it. That's not part of my fun facts. That's more of my like side facts where it's like something Stuart heard but isn't going to tell you a lot about.
Like
which is honestly most of my knowledge.
Do you know specifically if the urban legend from Long Island identified the killer as Cropsy? Like the name Cropsy was part of the legend? That seems like it was, because why? Like,
no. So it's actually a Staten Island urban legend.
Okay.
And it's an escaped mental patient from an abandoned state school who is often described as wielding a hook or an axe.
Okay.
And it's a cautionary tale to scare children.
Are they called Cropsy?
Yeah.
My God.
Thanks. And that's on period. But I also do like that they were like, well, we're calling it Cropsy in this too.
Yeah, it's just such a specific name or moniker, I guess. And I was like, where's this coming from? And the movie never really tells you where he got his name.
Yeah, they're just like, it's a camp caretaker named Cropsy.
Yeah, don't worry
about it.
A drunk caretaker.
Drunk, yeah.
Very drunk.
And our last fun fact is this movie was edited by Jack Shoulder, who later went on to direct Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge.
Really?
Yeah. So
wow, so this movie's like kind of iconic.
No, this movie is like really I think this movie is almost as influential as the early Friday the 13th movies. It is like, I kind of wish this movie had made enough money to justify a sequel. It actually didn't make its budget back. It cost $1.5 million, only made back $700,000. So they weren't going to make a sequel. But I think this movie, I feel like Cropsy could have been up there with the Jasons and the Michaels and the Freddys. I like saying, if this movie had been financially successful, this movie could have had an influence, but because it wasn't, it didn't.
It's also very comparable to Friday the 13th.
Yes.
So
it's a ripoff. It is literally the Weinsteins were like, okay, let's make Friday the 13th
again.
They stole Tom Savini. This is a ripoff movie. But
this movie was a business decision.
Yeah.
And the best thing about this movie is the kills.
100%. And I think this, because you've seen Sleepaway Camp, right?
It's been a long time, but yeah.
But I do think this movie is sort of the platonic in between of Friday the 13th and Sleepaway Camp, because there is large swaths of this movie that are just camp hangout, which I love. Mm-hmm. But then the kills are so good.
Yeah.
And the gore is so great. And I actually think the last act of this movie is really up there with some of the better slasher movies.
Yeah, I mean, it really does drop the hangout altogether in the last 20 minutes, and it's just kill after kill, and they're good kills.
They're good kills.
And when I say good kills, I mean like visceral, nasty. Like Tom Savini is working
he's
like overtime,
putting his whole pussy into this.
His whole Tom Savini into it. Yeah.
I've actually tried to stop combining the word pussy and other words because it always sounds really gross.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We start as many of these movies do with a prank gone awry.
Such a fucked up prank.
Yeah, it's also like very specific.
Yeah, I don't really understand sort of what, like, we don't get an idea of who Cropsey is outside of being like a sleepy drunk.
Yeah.
Because he's literally asleep and
feels
there's
a little targeted at me. I don't like it.
Well, there's alcohol bottles like empty and half empty in his shack.
Yeah.
And the kids who are playing the prank say he's like more or less an asshole. So we just have to trust their words, even though they are the ones doing the prank and they're shitty.
Yeah.
So
the prank involves breaking into his little house and putting a decomposing head with candles in it on his bedside table.
This kind of felt like Friday the 13th, right? Toward the end, we see
which is we're ripping.
Yeah,
they're ripping stuff off that isn't like even right.
Right. Correct.
But it is like the thing. It's sort of like how kids used to describe movies incorrectly in schoolyards before the internet, and you could sort of just like say like this happened, and like then you have to like go and see it, and you're like that didn't actually happen.
You're speaking from experience.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like kids would often like describe scenes from movies maybe they hadn't even seen, but an older sibling had seen.
Mm-hmm. And it's like that time that you told me that you saw a snake at work, and then you said, "Oh, that wasn't me. That was my coworker." Sometimes I think about that.
I don't remember that. So
I was like, "How was your day? How was your weekend?" You're like, "I saw a snake at work." Actually, it wasn't me. That was my coworker.
It was when I was doing that movie this summer, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
But sometimes it feels like things happen to you even when they don't happen to you.
My point was,
I'm an empath.
Yeah, my point was that that was a parallel to what you're talking about now.
I'm a liar.
You're a liar, and so are the kids in the schoolyard. Yep. And I'm an angel that's never done anything wrong.
You've never done anything wrong. Money, please.
I'm smiling and looking cute, listeners.
If you want to watch Jesse smile and look cute, subscribe to our Patreon
and show pits. Yeah,
pitsies. Sorry, I didn't mean to say. I had a burp at the same time you were showing pits.
Now you're lying, and it's fine. Just keep going.
So, decomposing head falls, candles on bedside table, falls over.
Yeah,
onto bed.
So Cropsey freaks out.
Gas canister. Yeah, which I would. Decomposing
freaks
head.
out. It knocks the head. Like you were saying, onto the bed. His bed immediately goes up into flames.
Yeah,
presumably
the titular burning.
Yeah. Yes. Presumably because of the alcohol, and like you said, there's like a gas canister nearby, which I guess makes sense because he's the caretaker.
Yeah,
but he goes up in flames very quickly.
He does, and
it makes me feel really bad. And the kids are watching through the window, and they're like, "Ooh,
whoops!" And they run away. And we're never going to see from those kids again, probably.
Well, Cropsey runs into the lake, and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody
luck.
Shut up.
And then we get a week later, and there's like a couple doctors who are like just going to go see his burnt body.
Yeah, Cropsey survived.
There's a lot of scenes in this movie.
Cropsey survives, and Cropsey survives, and he's at the hospital, and the doctors there's a doctor and a nurse, and they're like, "Let's go! You got to see this. You got to see this." And we see them sort of walk into Cropsey's room at the hospital and try and sneak a peek at his burns, and Cropsey like grabs one of them, and it's like played for shock value.
Yeah. And then we skip forward 5 years.
Yeah. 5 whole ass years.
Yeah. And they release Cropsey into the wild. They tried skin grafts on it. It did not work. His skin did not graft.
Hate that for him.
Honestly,
these kids fucking deserve what's coming to them.
Yeah,
Can I just
honestly,
say that?
Sometimes kids deserve to die.
Even though he only
one of them
is really, which we don't find out really until the end.
This is a situation where taking out what happened to you on a whole swath of kids almost feels justified. Like all of these kids are not factually guilty, but they feel guilty. They feel complicit.
He really does murder a lot of kids. This movie's fucked up.
Yeah.
This movie's just
movie
really
is a mean-spirited movie. And,
it really is.
But like complimentary almost.
Yeah, complimentary, but also like yikes. Sorry, I was twisting my cord. Sorry if you have to hear that on camera.
It's okay. I was burping. So
okay, well, good. Get it out.
So he immediately goes out and finds a sex worker who takes him back to her apartment. And then when she sees how he looks, is like, actually, please leave.
She screams for a long time. I had to turn the volume down in my apartment.
Yeah. Because people were in your apartment building were like, he's murdering again.
Yeah. I think about that often. I'm like, I should probably like really pay attention to how loud my TV is.
But your TV doesn't share a wall with, I guess you do have some, your TV does share a wall with someone.
It does. Yeah. It does. Very much does. Yeah.
Yeah. My TV doesn't share a wall.
I have a sound bar and it's in my mind, this is not accurate, but I'm like, it's pointed this way. Like, I'm like, the sound bar is pointed at me. So
it's sound science. Yeah.
Sound science. Yeah. Girl math, science math.
Yeah. Horror fan math.
So ridiculous.
But this is a really this is a good scene. All the gore scenes in this movie are so good. He stabs her with scissors in the stomach and it looks great. And she breaks a window backing away from him. Mm-hmm. And like lightning is striking. And it's really cool.
Do we ever get a justification as to why the scissors?
No.
It reminds me of Clock Tower.
Do you
know what Clock Tower is?
It's like that was like a survival horror game from like the PlayStation 1 era, maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
People always told me about it because I liked horror movies, but I never played it because I never had a PlayStation.
And the killer
until I married into a PlayStation.
The killer is chasing the main character around like a building with giant scissors. And like
they should re-release that.
They actually remastered it, I think last year, the year before, but it needs
I love speaking from a place of ignorance. They should re-release it.
They did.
They did.
But it deserves a full-ass remake.
Yeah.
So
if you're listening, owners of the Clock Tower.
Owners of the Clock Tower, yes.
Miss Clock Tower?
Video game developers at large.
Yeah. Call me.
If you're listening, Clock Tower deserves to be remade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at camp. This movie is just abrupt. Jason Alexander's looking fucking hot. This is going to be one of the weeks where like half of my notes are literally about like how I had to stop and jerk off at Jason Alexander. I didn't actually do that, but like it was close a couple times.
Well, you don't have to lie to me. I feel like it's now that it's out there, it happened probably. His character's also peddling Playboy and condoms around this camp.
He's like a small businesswoman.
He's like a small business owner, and that business is selling Playboys and
he's a founder and a CEO of his own small business.
CEO.
CEO. He's a girl boss.
Jason Alexander confirmed for girl boss.
Yeah.
In The Burning 1981.
He's going to go on Shark Tank and be like, "Here's the business. I go to a camp and I sell Playboys," and then Mark Cuban's going to say $1 million.
Yeah. Do we know how old he was here in this movie?
I don't know.
Seinfeld first aired when?
The 90s. He was 22 years old when this movie came out.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking fine as hell.
Yeah. Just hot. Jason 22-year-old Jason Alexander, if you're listening to me, please slide into my DMs.
I feel like we could get him on the pod.
Yeah. Or if you just look sort of similar to 22-year-old Jason Alexander, just call me. He also in this movie looks 30.
He looks old in this older.
I'm surprised how young he is as a person.
22-year-old.
Yeah.
I think he's just
maybe
always
the youngest actor in this whole movie.
Yeah, it's hard for me to like picture him as someone who's not like a middle-aged man.
Yeah, because he kind of looked like everyone in the 80s looked like a middle-aged man or a middle-aged woman. Middle-aged person.
I'm gonna say sure, and let's keep it moving. I know. Yawn break.
I hid it behind the microphone.
That was good.
But I'm talking about it, so it's contagious. I'm sorry, Jesse.
It's okay.
So they're playing softball, and a camper goes into the woods and is almost killed by Cropsy.
Yes.
Who has the shears. Loves a scissor. I think it's just like they're like, well, he's a caretaker, so like all he does is like trim hedges.
I guess,
but there's never a scene where we see him trimming hedges.
We needed some sort of throwaway line, even that was like, Cropsy's
always got his hedges.
He's always got his trimming. He's always trimming. He's always threatening kids with his hedge trimmers, and it's like, okay.
So this movie did need an extra scene at the beginning to show us why they attacked Cropsy.
Yes.
They need like, they were playing and they knocked down something and he got mad and threatened them with the hedge trimmers, and then they came and they went too far and they accidentally lit him on fire. Like, but this movie was not made to make sense. It was made to make money, which it didn't. So
you know what? I'm telling myself there is an assembly cut somewhere in the world and we're going to find it.
I think every single piece of footage shot for this movie is in this movie.
You're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Because it's also thankfully early enough in the slasher wave that this movie doesn't seem like it was attacked by the MPA that much.
Right.
Which would like by like 6 months later, like, I mean, My Bloody Valentine was like maybe about 6 months later and it was like ripped apart.
Yeah. I mean, this movie is very violent, but also, like I said, there are characters who seem a little too young to be naked. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd like to believe that they were all above 18.
Yeah.
But I don't think SAG was checking that back then. There wasn't a unified database of ages.
Yeah. Yikes.
So we get Sally showering for a very long time. We see Sally showering. And then she thinks someone's outside of the shower and she thinks it's Michelle. But she opens up the curtain and Alfred is there to scare her.
Yeah, he's kind of a creep.
Yeah, but it's like, why is Alfred the lead character? Is Alfred the lead character of this movie?
More or less, I think, because we really like, they really emphasize his creepiness, and then also we see there are so many scenes of him like
alone,
running.
And he's like the first person to see Cropsy and survive.
Yes, and he makes it to the end.
And this is a rare final boy movie.
Yeah, this is a final boy movie. Parentheses derogatory.
This movie is to slasher movies as boy moms are to moms. Hashtag boy mom. But so Michelle,
actually,
on Instagram when like women are like, I'm a boy mom, and I'm like, I just don't think gender matters in parenting, especially when you're raising boys. And like, I think like being like, I'm raising boys and that's exciting is like, you're probably not like they're always,
that's a hot take. That's a hot take.
But they're like always like, they're not actually like MAGA, but they're always sort of like MAGA coded, and they're always sort of like trad wife coded, and I don't know.
You're saying specifically women who identify or like self-identify as boy moms.
Yes,
are this way.
Yes,
they don't see
and
gender.
I think this movie
they say they
self-identifies as a boy mom.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Because we immediately get Michelle being like, I want Alfred gone. He's a creep. He looked at Sally naked in the shower. And then her boyfriend, Todd, is like, I don't know. I'm going to ask him questions. Yeah, he's probably going through something.
Michelle's got a really strong head on her shoulders.
Yeah, she's the only one who makes sense in this movie, and this movie ignores her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Todd asks like, why did you bully Sally? And he's like, well, her boyfriend's mean to me, Glazer. I was like, okay, this is dumb.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I watched this like I kind of fell in and out of sleep. But yeah, Michelle is the only one, it seems like, who is taking anything seriously.
Yeah. But you can, this is sort of where I wrote like, you can feel the Weinstein's little fingerprints all over this movie, where it's like,
yikes.
And I kind of forgot about, this is a movie that you remember the kills.
Yeah,
and then as time goes by, you forget all the other elements of the movie, and then you're watching it and you're like, oh God.
To that point, no, I mean, literally, to that point, my last note was Jason Alexander peddling Playboy and condoms. So yeah, you're right to that point. So your recaps are really...
Safe Sex is great. Safe Sex. Sex.
This is a pro safe sex podcast. Yeah.
And so is Jason Alexander, I hope.
This is a pro... Yes. Yeah. For our hopes.
In this scene, Alfred sees Cropsy out of the window and sort of the porn scene. We also they're going to teach Alfred how to swim because he's like a 17-year-old boy who can't swim. And then Glazer pushes him into the water.
Yeah.
And then they shoot Glazer with a pellet gun.
This is like really crazy because they oh my gosh, by the way, this is a character actor, I think, the one who shoots him. His name is, hang on one second, should have been prepared. I think his name is
is it Eddie?
Fisher Stevens. His name is Fisher Stevens.
Oh, it's Fisher Stevens from Succession.
Yeah.
And, I forgot. And Short Circuit.
Yeah, he's pretty iconic. Short Circuit, Hackers. Yeah,
I didn't realize that Fisher Stevens played Woodstock.
Yeah, so he shoots.
He scores
the bully with a. Wait, what'd you say?
I just said he scores. He shoots. He scores.
Oh. Well, he points the BB gun, the air rifle, at
Glazer.
like at Glazer, who is on a raft that's full of teenage girls. So really, like, the odds of him hitting Glazer were pretty low. And him hitting the other girls were pretty high. And so
it
I was
is
like,
also
Jesus.
Because Dave, who's Jason Alexander in this scene, is telling Alfred, like, you're gonna remember this for the rest of your life. And Alfred is not the one shooting Glazer.
No.
It's like, why? He's not.
No.
He's there,
but
he's not the one actually getting revenge.
I also said Blazer, and it's Glazer.
It's Glazer.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Wait, Blazer B, or it's Glazer? Sorry,
Glazer.
G.
Glazer with a gl.
Like Alana Glazer.
Yeah. So then we get Dave getting in the mall porn. We get Woodstock going back to his camp to get vitamin E, which I did Google.
Yeah, this is weird.
And I think it makes you come more.
Yeah, that's the implication I got to.
Yeah, but I was like, I'm gonna Google this. I want to know why.
But to leave dinner and be like, oh, I gotta go take my vitamin.
Gotta go take my cum pills.
Yeah.
I can't have dinner without my cum pills.
Yes, and he's caught, by the way. He's caught taking his cum pills by Todd. He's like, stop taking your cum pills.
You're always taking your cum pills.
Give me those cum pills. And so he says, whoops, sorry.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I need to take my cum pills.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I do think vitamin E. I do think vitamin E is like a thing that like gay porn stars take to make them come more.
Is that true? I feel like that's not true. I've
never taken vitamin E.
Well, I take a multivitamin, I think, which has like
some E. It also just sounds like code for ecstasy.
I also think even if you're taking a vitamin with like 1,000 milligrams of something, like if your body takes, like, absorbs maybe ideally what it can, and then you just pee out the rest. Yeah. So like I don't actually know that this logic makes sense.
So I think
the logic of the burning
for the science of this podcast, we should both take vitamin E and see what it does.
Sure. Patreon, and find it on our Patreon. Find the results on our Patreon.
That actually sounds gross.
Yeah, well.
But it
I'm
is
not above much these days.
Because this movie's gross.
Yeah, this movie's gross.
So they're all gonna go for a little boat ride.
Boat ride
up the river to camp.
Yes. And there's it's a kind of a montage, and they're like, they've got their canoes, and they're like, we're having fun, we're splashy.
Yeah. Woodstock has taken his vitamin E. So
he's loaded
there's
up.
a lot of splashing. And then at the campfire that night, they're telling the story of Cropsy, and someone jumps out, and it's sort of like a classic slasher trope of telling the story of the character that is actually killing everyone.
Right.
And
they're like, Holly Hunter's like, I'm scared. She doesn't say that.
This is her scene.
This is her scene. She's cowering with a friend.
Where she got her SAG card.
SAG
card never declined. They are actually frequently declined if you're not working enough hours.
I was just thinking about how I'm going to rewatch Home for the Holidays. My goal on this podcast now going forward is to mention over the holidays every single week.
Yeah,
H. Alan Scott, if you're listening, thank you.
I think you're there. I think I still I will watch it in December. I will watch it at a month when it's acceptable to watch.
Well, you could always do like a Christmas in July kind of thing where you watch it then.
But July is my month.
Yeah, okay.
That's when I was born.
Okay.
I watch Happy Death Day in July. And all the other birthday themed horror movies.
Sure.
Sweet 16. Which is bad. Don't watch it. But so Eddie and Karen go skinny dipping. Right. She sort of runs away because he's trying to be like, have sex with me, have sex with me, have sex with me. And she's like, no.
She's like, I'm not. And then he's like, fuck you. And then he sort of I feel like he kind of assaults her. He definitely assaults her, right? Yeah, no, it's fucked up.
The characters in this movie suck. She
runs away.
In this movie suck.
Yes, the men in this movie suck. And
except for, I'm going to say it, Jason Alexander.
Yeah,
he's just giving kids porn. He's a porn peddler.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Jesus Christ.
When the best man in your movie is giving children porn, you know you're
in trouble.
You know the Weinsteins wrote your movie.
You know the Weinsteins wrote it. And unfortunately, this character she runs off understandably, and she is almost Cropsey has stolen her clothes and scattered them throughout the woods.
Yeah.
And she is kind of frantically looking for them, manages to find most of them, and on I think the last piece of clothing, when she grabs it, he stabs her with the scissors.
Yeah,
it's really
slits her throat.
I know.
Really good gore though.
Really good gore, really good gore. But yeah, it's just mean.
I like Karen. I don't know what to tell you.
It's like, why couldn't you do that to the guy?
Yeah, well,
bitch.
This is like the sort of stereotypical mean misogynist slasher movie.
Correct. That's correct. Yeah.
But the gore's so good.
The gore is good. Tom Savini ate. Tom Savini ate.
Yeah, Tom Savini ate. Everyone else left crumbs.
Yeah.
Except for Jason Alexander, who is hot. The next day they wake up and find Karen and all the canoes missing.
Right.
Michelle and Todd are interrogating Eddie, and she's like, "You took it too far, didn't you?" And Todd's like, "Well, let's just wait a minute." And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, Todd."
Shut up, Todd.
Michelle is right.
Let her
cook.
Carry out her investigation because she is right.
Yeah.
She is in the right, and she has a knack for getting to the truth.
Yeah. But they don't get to the truth. They can't find the canoes. They build a raft, which
build a
lot crazy... easier than Lost made it seem.
Yeah, they really build a raft that is unbelievably effective. Yeah. It can hold 6 people?
Yes. It's the best raft ever.
Along with oars. Yeah. Along with
they build oars. It feels like they build this in 20 minutes. They're like, let's go home.
Yeah.
This is the most famous scene in the movie. This is the shot of Cropsey holding up the shears is a lot of the key art of this movie is based around the Cropsey with backlit by the sun with the shears.
Right.
So we have gone a very long, we're an hour into this movie.
Yeah.
Karen just died. We have gone a very long time without a kill. And now we get 6 in a minute. We get the character Fish has their chest cut open by Cropsey.
Yeah.
Barbara is stabbed in the stomach by Cropsey. Woodstock's fingers are chopped off, which is so good.
Yeah.
And then his throat is cut open.
It's visceral.
Eddie has the garden shears shoved down his throat.
Ooh. Which honestly, I didn't feel bad about because he
you said
he had it coming. Yeah.
He was penetrated by shears.
Yeah.
And then Diane has her head sliced, forehead sliced by Cropsey.
Yeah, that was a crazy shot.
But that scene is
it's a massacre.
This movie is remembered for that scene, and then so when I think of this movie, I think of that scene, and then I'm like, oh, the politics of this movie are really bad.
Yeah, Holly Hunter wasn't in that scene, right? She lives.
I don't think she died. Yeah, I think she's.
Yeah. She went on to make the piano.
Yeah, she went on to make Home for the Holidays.
Yeah, it's the piano or the pianist. I'm pretty sure it's the piano.
Right? The pianist is the Roman Polanski movie.
Oh wait, she was in that.
The pianist.
Wait, fuck. Hang on. Oh no, was she not? No, she was in the piano. Hang on.
The pianist is Adrian Brody.
Yes, and the piano is Holly Hunter.
Yeah.
Got it. Jane Campion, right? I think
Holly Hunty.
I think Jane Campion made that. Yeah, she did.
Directed by Roman Polanski.
The piano mentioned.
The pianist also sadly mentioned. Okay, so we have the massacre on the raft. Glazer and Sally go to have sex. Unbothered by the fact that the canoes are missing. Glazer and Sally go to fuck in the woods.
Yeah. And Glazer is really much like Eddie pushing her to.
I do feel like she's a little bit more into it than Karen. I feel like she's into it.
Yeah,
but he's a pushy little boy.
She's definitely a little more open to it, I guess.
Yeah.
But he is really pushy.
But then he's bad.
He's bad. He finishes quickly, and she's like, "That's it."
Yeah. And then he's like, "Well, I'm going to make you a nice fire, and it's going to be fun." He goes to find matches and leaves her alone, and Cropsy finds her.
I know. Sad.
Yeah, the women just be dying.
Yeah.
And then Alfred wakes up and follows Glazer back to Sally, who he finds dead. And Cropsy pops out, and this is cool. He like stabs Glazer with the shears, lifts him up, and pushes him like 6 feet, pinning him into a tree.
Yeah, Michael Myers vibes.
Yeah. A lot of the gore in this is really like stuff where I'm like, I don't even know how they did that.
Yeah, Tom Savini cooking.
Yeah, someone's in the kitchen with Savini.
I feel like this movie's got to have some sort of documentary footage somewhere where
probably, and that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. I'm going to watch the making of the burn. But it's also, do I really want to watch the making of the burn? I want to watch Tom Savini's The Making of the Burning. I don't want to hear about anyone else.
Yeah, specifically
because Jack Shoulder, the editor, also sucks. He was in that Mark Patton documentary about that we covered with
oh right.
Yeah.
Oh right.
So like
right.
Everyone involved in this movie except for Tom Savini sucks.
And Jason Alexander.
And Holly Hunter.
And Holly Hunter.
I'm gonna say the actors are probably innocent.
Yeah.
Some of them. Well I'm not gonna.
We'll say allegedly. But yeah, let's say allegedly.
I haven't gone to the allegations page on all their Wikipedias yet.
Yeah.
Controversies. That's usually what it's called when it's not.
Yeah, there you go.
When it's not for sure. But so Alfred goes back, finds Todd, and he's like, Cropsy did murder.
Yeah.
And Todd will not believe anyone for anything. He is so wishy-washy. He's like, I don't think Cropsy did murder. I think you're crazy.
It's because he is in denial because he is responsible for fucking up Cropsy.
He's a bad boy.
He's a bad boy.
Yeah, we get the flashbacks to reveal that Todd was one of the kids.
Yeah.
Killing Miss Cropsy.
But not quite yet, right? I'm jumping ahead.
No, yeah, you're jumping ahead.
Yeah.
I like to go with the flow.
Yeah.
I like to be there with you.
You like a heavy flow.
And a wide set vagina.
Vitamin E, baby.
Vitamin E, mama.
But it's a pro vitamin E podcast. Actually, it's maybe not because we don't really
come to your most.
I do, like I said, I do take a multivitamin. Sorry, I'm just going to adjust myself. I do take a multivitamin, and I actually do think it helps. Despite I don't actually know that. I think maybe it helps
generally, or it helps specifically with what we're discussing.
Generally,
okay.
Generally, I think
I had to catch you because I wasn't sure what you were saying, and I didn't want any false advertisement for the boys listening to the pod.
Thank you for clearing that up.
I am the FTC of claims about you using vitamin E multivitamins.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I'm glad we established that.
But sorry,
no, I don't know where. I like
peer reviewed.
Yeah, what
peer reviewed? I don't know. I'm just making jokes about cum
jokes,
come for the jokes, stay for the cum.
Come for the jokes, stay for the cum jokes.
Yeah, come for the jokes, stay for the cum jokes.
There's no cum on camera here.
No. So we are the raft floats back, and they see all the dead bodies, and then we get like sort of a jump flash to them all crying about all the dead bodies they saw.
Yeah.
And then Todd, who is a very inactive participant in this movie,
Mhm.
sends Michelle back on the raft to go get help.
Yeah.
So this is a weird, like, sort of the early slasher movies where it's like Michelle in a year would be the final girl of this movie,
Right,
and the whole
right.
last act would be about her, but instead we get Alfred and Todd in the mines.
Yeah, and Michelle deserves to be the final girl. Like,
Yeah,
she
she's the
is
only one who's like has a head on
capable.
her shoulders.
Yeah, she's capable.
Yeah. But she's not, well, she survives the movie.
She does.
She is technically, I guess, what you would describe as the final girl of this movie. It's just she's removed from the last act, the main action of the last act, by sending her back to the camp to get help.
They should have sent Alfred instead, and she should have been the one alongside Todd.
She should have also had the
Cropsey.
realization, but she should have also had the realization that Todd was a part
where I was going. Yes,
sorry.
And that's where I was going. She should have had the realization, and then between the two of them, there should have been this like immediate tension, and then insert Cropsey, and then.
But the Cropsey is still bad at this point. He's killed countless teens. Like, I know Todd is in the wrong for the prank he did. Right. Teens dead bad.
Teens dead bad, and there are a lot of them dead.
Which was the catchphrase of this movie. Teens dead bad.
Teens dead? Question mark? Bad! Exclamation point.
Oh my God. I was at a store earlier, and it was like, help people, period, make them smile. It was trying to get like you to go work there.
Yeah.
But the catchphrase of the poster to get you to work there was like, the punctuation didn't work for me. And I can't remember specifically what it was.
I feel like copywriting has really fallen off, and I'm going to blame AI.
Yeah. Also, not to talk about The Strangers, which I still haven't seen part 3. But my favorite thing about chapter 1 of The Strangers is in the diner, one of the signs just says most popular prices. And it's like, what does that mean?
You know what, bitch? I see that. I'm going in. In this economy, I'm going in. Yeah. I'm saying, holy shit.
Do you know what's for me? The most popular prices.
the prices that are going to be low. I'm looking for a good deal in the year 2026.
Yeah,
and if you're
a good deal, not a long deal.
Not a long deal. Exactly.
Most popular prices.
Thank you, strangers.
Yeah. So Michelle gets back to the camp and then is in a motorboat returning to them. And they're also sending a helicopter.
Yes, the police are on their way.
Yeah. So Todd follows Alfred into a mine, which I hate when horror movies like this introduce a completely nonsensical set piece. We have had no understanding that this was a camp near a mine.
Yeah, there's also, I mean, it's a labyrinth, like, for a little bit. Like, they have to,
it's
like,
cool.
It is cool.
You need to tell me earlier in the movie there's a mine.
Yeah.
I don't want a surprise mine. I need to know the mine's coming.
Yeah, like maybe Cropsey used to work in the mine and now he's like begrudgingly a groundskeeper, like something.
And that's how he has his shears, because he was mining. Which I don't think
because famously in mines you use shears.
Shears, yeah. That's just mine science.
Mine science.
But we get so Todd finds Alfred pinned to the wall with the shears. Right. Cropsey has a flamethrower, which causes Todd to have his Cropsey attack flashback.
Cropsey having a flamethrower is insane.
Honestly,
where did it come from?
Gay coded. Well, no, it's.
Is it?
He's a flamer.
Flamethrowers? Oh, sure. Okay.
I'm stretching to find any connection to anything that's not just weird movie.
Yeah.
But so Cropsey gets the upper hand over Todd. Mm-hmm. And then Alfred is able to get out and come stab Cropsey with the shears.
Right.
And then they're about to leave the mine and Cropsey attacks one last time.
Right.
And Todd slams an axe into his face and Alfred uses the flamethrower to light him on fire.
Yeah. You know what I just realized? This is how unengaged I was. Cropsy he's got the scissors. He's cropping with the scissors. Mama. Crop. That seems so obvious, and I didn't pick up on it. Crop and chop.
She's cropping.
She's cropping.
Is also so the funniest thing that happened in this movie is while I was watching this scene and the helicopter flies up, siren drove past my apartment, and I was like, why does the helicopter need a siren? I was like, that just doesn't make sense because it's in the sky. Like it's not and then I was like, I paused it. I was like, no, there's no siren.
Incredible.
Incredible. But I was like, that's weird. That's crazy. That's weird.
Speaking of crazy, Cropsy is burned to a crisp.
Yes, but they do mention they weren't able to find his body. Because they thought they were going to make The Burning 2.
Somehow Cropsy survived.
Somehow Cropsy has returned.
Somehow his scissors, let's call them mystical. They have the power to murder dozens of teens and also like keep him alive and fireproof.
Yeah, sometimes Cropsy.
Great line.
This movie is rough, but the kills are good.
The kills are great.
And in 6 months, I will think to myself, I haven't watched The Burning in a while. The kills are so good. I should rewatch it. And then I'm going to watch it and go, oh, yeah, Weinstein's.
You're going to watch it and go, mm-hmm. And then you realize you should have watched Home for the Holidays.
I actually feel like I need like a memento style tattoo on my like wrist that just says The Burning equals Weinstein's. So that when I go to hit play on The Burning, I go, oh, The Burning equals Weinstein's.
Yeah.
Don't watch it, mama. Or just watch. I just want to watch the raft scene.
Yeah. The raft
on
scene
repeat for an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's pretty iconic. Yeah.
Raft scene.
You wake up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. Chris, we're going to watch The Burning tomorrow. And he grabs your wrist and says, remember.
Look what you wrought.
Remember.
Don't forget your tattoo.
Look what you wrought.
But what we shouldn't forget is to thank our Patreon subscribers.
It's true. It's so true.
So the best way to support the pod, of course, listening no matter how you can. But if you can afford to financially support us, Patreon, you get all of our episodes early. The main episodes are a full week early, and you get exclusive access to our video episodes, which I think some people enjoy watching.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's paying off literally.
Yeah, you can listen to us talk about cum, but do you want to watch us talk about cum? Maybe
if that's not going to get the people in, I don't know what is.
I don't know what is.
You know.
But if you everyone gets that at the horror bestie level. But if you contribute $9.99 a month for our sister in horror level, we also thank you during our non-guest episodes. So we want to thank our sisters in horror, starting with Erica Scrignoli.
Yes, Jess Rianero,
Quinn Lee,
AM Demon Mode,
Ray McDonald,
James Henry II,
Scott Smith Girding,
and rounding out the list, Kevin Woe.
Thank you guys so much for your support.
We love you.
We love you.
We love all of our listeners. But
we love all of our listeners, but we love the ones that give us money 6% more.
That's mean.
6 is not that much. You know what?
Math science.
Thanks so much for joining me this week. Thanks so much for joining us this week. Jesse, thanks so much for joining me this week.
How are we going to, where is this going?
Where am I going? Next week, we are concluding our Friday the 13th camp month with our second Friday the 13th in a row. It comes out on Friday the 13th for our Patreon listeners. It's our Friday the 13th part 4, the final chapter. One of my favorite Friday the 13th movies. So I'm really excited to talk about it with you, Miss Jessie.
Me too. I really love it. And I hope, this has been camp month. It's been a really cold winter, and listeners, I hope this series has kept you warm and cozy.
Yeah, I hope we have warmed at least your hearts.
And if not your hearts, your...
Come. Sorry.
It's okay.
What were you going to say? So
I
can cut out the cum?
I blacked out. I don't know. Know.
I love you, Jesse. I hope I warmed your heart today.
You
I know
did.
I didn't.
And don't say anything else.
Yeah. Come. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
This podcast has been presented and produced by Stuart Ross and Jesse Tebbett. Edited by Stuart Ross. All recording equipment provided by Photo Booth Productions. To support our podcast, join us at patreon.com/anothergayhorrorpod.